Hey, this is Roslynn back again. Highly favorite and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. We're all going through some changes. You're starting to see things from a different perspective, understanding everything that you have come in connection with on a deeper level, which is, you're appreciating a lot of things, even though there are certain things that you may be enduring right now that may not be clear to you. Just know it's for the greater good. I was like, I'm trying to do my videos. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. I'm looking for my daggone crystals that I put right by me when I start speaking. Excuse me. Y'all forgive me. But yeah. So with that being said, much love to y'all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you if you've been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. And if you feel comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. Um, I would love for you to go ahead and drop a line for me to be able to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. Even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up, tell me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, and heading you towards positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative to you, give you good vibes, inspiration, um, that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath. They're going through trying times at the moment and just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes. Please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give a girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you so much for the love and support. It's always appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The music I'm listening to is so pretty. It is by NRGA Music Therapy, and it's like pretty sunflowers. I'm gonna let y'all see it. They say if you see those, it's like good luck for you. So I'm trying to send that happy, that happy frequency your way. I got me a lot of soul family over in the eastern, part of the world, Eastern Indian. Please don't think I'm trying to disrespect y'all's culture, because sister girl done got her daggone. I told y'all last week. I thought it was a zit. That mess turned into a mole. It just seems like the more I'm changing, it's like my mole right here, that me and my dad got a lot, is like getting bigger. A lot of my freckles are like starting to stick out a lot more than they usually do. So I don't want anybody thinking that, I'm trying to disrespect anybody's culture. But anyways, the video I'm using is like happy frequency, serotonin, dopamine, endorphin release music, 432 hertz. I had to really get that out because I didn't want nobody. I was like, oh my god, I didn't want nobody thinking I was doing something like that. So I apologize for that. But anyways, the video I'm doing today, I don't know what I was listening to this morning, but it's just like sometimes these crazy metaphors come up and I'll just come up with these titles and I'll say, bam, okay, I'm gonna talk about that. It's called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, we do not represent the clock to fall back, but we are in the and our reason of season to spring forward. I was like, yes, say that, preach. We are. It's just like you know how our times change, which our times is changing, but we're not representing a clock. It's like with a clock, you can, in certain places. Let me retort that, because I know I think it's in Arizona. I don't know where the other place is, where the time doesn't change. So I was just like, dang, I learned something new every day. I thought every place, the time, changes, whatever. But, I always tell, my kids, and it's like, even from my past relationships and stuff like that, I've had a bad habit. If I really cared about somebody and they came back in my life, if it was meant for that to happen, it would happen. If it's true love, but if it's going back to what it was before, that's just trying to stop somebody in their progress. So it's just like this is your reason of season. Everything has taken place in your life that is like it's like a monument. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, when you go, it's just like, made like one of those graphs, and then it's just at certain points of time, it's just like like a flow chart, I guess, if you want to say it like that, is where there's something in your life that really, it could have been something good, it could have been bad, but you're appreciating everything. that has came towards your way. You may have been hurt. You may have had somebody play mind games with you, or you had somebody that took advantage, and use your kindness as weakness. But these are the things that are going to enrich you in so much knowledge, so much lessons and blessings. Everything has a purpose that flows behind all the things that you go through. I'm seeing a lot of different things in my life, and it just seems like when I'm more open to it and I'm not resisting change. And I always tell people, I've gone through that, so I'm not going to try to preach something that, if I say I have an issue with, I'm gonna tell you, hey, I'm going through this, I have an issue with this. If I know I can tell somebody something and I can see them going down that same road as me, I'm going to let them know, hey, hey, I'm not going to go into details about what I went through, but I'm going to tell you this is what happened when I kept doing that same issue. Because some people, you have people that will actually give you a good, some good advice about something, but you also have some people that when they're threatened by you, they'll send you towards the opposite direction, or they'll throw something in your ear. Some people will throw some, oh, you may listen to that, or this and this and that, and put some, put you some negative vibes in your, in your flow and stuff like that. But it's just like everything that I've seen is going, it just seems like time is moving by fast. It's like, I'm looking like, dang, it's like 5 o'clock already, even though it's not 5 o'clock here. But I'm just saying, it's just like when I start getting busy and I'm wrapped up in the things that I'm doing, it just seems like when you're ready to leave from a job, it takes forever. It takes really forever. And you ready to go, and it just seems like 1 minute passed every 2 hours. It just seemed like, oh gosh, it's only like 3:04, and you don't get off until 6:30 or whatever. And then you look again, it's just 3:05.5. It's like one of those different things. And it's just like I look at all the things that I went through, and it's just like some people that if I connect with that I've known for years, and then it's just like the way I carry myself, how I articulate, how I'm vocal about certain things. They were like, "Girl, are you okay?" What happened? I'm like, life happened, reality happened, truth happened. And it just, there's a lot of things that has taken place in my life that it would have been like things that make you go, I've changed so much, some for the better and some for, it's extraordinary to me. And it's just like, I'm very humble for all the lessons and blessings that has taken place in my life. There's a lot of times that, I really hate what I went through because it really, it hurt my soul, going through it, especially when it has something to do with family that you really loved and cared for. But then it was just like for you to be able to heal, as us as Heyokas, we have to go down to the research, to the nitty gritty of like that hair follicle of why is this thing, even though you love that person, why is it so hard for you to heal from these things? And it was like for me to be able to get my peace of mind, it was just like when I dealt with things when it came to, my adopted father and his wife and, family from that side. um he was, and it was just like it hurt, that really hurt, and it was a hard pill for me to swallow, to where, I was enraged with everything that I went through. And then it was just like I was at that point, like, he wasn't in your life to be your father. He was in your life to rip your daggone life apart. He was supposed to be there to flip everything upside down. He is going to be that main person, him, and everything that follows him towards that is going to be that thing of break of reality of what your truth is. It took me down a very bad path. It took me in a dark place, but it was because I was looking at my situation, from rage. I was looking at my situation from anger, to where I was ready to commit some evil stuff. And then it was just like I had, for me to be able to get that peace of mind, for me to get on that path of healing, really, really, really healing. Because it was like, I healed from this. And it was just like, okay, so how did you heal? It was just like, oh, okay, I forgave him. No, you need to go in depth about why you forgave that person. Why, did you have anger? You had to be able to tell yourself, you had to have that self talk. You can say it's just like you telling somebody you love them all day. Okay, you can tell anybody you love them, but if you can't tell in detail, oh, I love the way you support me, like I can support you. I love the way, I give love to you, and it's being reciprocated back. You want to be able to tell somebody that. And it's just like when you're trying to tell yourself that, because a lot of times when you can't say what you forgave that person for, and getting in touch with your feelings about what things I'm not saying that's for everybody, but it was just for me looking at my things that I've endured in my life. Yes, it hurt like hell for me to go through things. It hurt like hell when you just find out, when you start emulating something that a parent just despised because of all the things that my dad was doing. you know I became that target of you just trying to break a person down, which was very selfish. But that's what he was sent in my life to do, you know. And then when I allowed myself, for me to be able to get that peace of mind, I had to be able to see you have to be able to go with the pros and cons. Yes, this hurt. Yes, there's a lot of things, a lot of people you missed out on that has passed. You never had a chance to connect with those people. But the blessing is, you weren't supposed to connect with them in that way. They're supposed to be connecting with you on the other side to help you through. And the things that you have gone through, you're connecting. Everybody's getting a deeper understanding about things that has taken place in your life, and how that can they get a peace of mind, how can they come balance, how can they stay focused on the good and not allow the bad to overtake what their positive focus is. And that's where your season, you're changing, you're growing, you're healing. Your gifts are coming to a deeper understanding. Your gifts is like, hydroplaning, just going out the world. And it's just like a lot of things are taking a shift. And yes, the cons are, yeah, you probably getting a lot of ailment issues. Like, I had to take me some pain reliever before I got this, because I got so many massive downloads while I'm talking to y'all. Excuse me, y'all. Taking massive downloads while I'm sitting up here trying to talk. And it's just like, dang, I'm getting all this information. And it just seems like when I get angry, not in an angry like I'm ready to fight, but angry like, nah, 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 what we got to do, what we got to stay focused on. We got to do this, that, and the third. There's something that you're not catching right here. When somebody put you, it's like, are you catching what I'm putting down? Nah, I just straight up missed that. You have to be able to really allow yourself to dive deep. And there's certain knowledge you're not picking up, because a lot of times when you go through things and it's very repetitive, it's because it's telling you, hey, I'm, the universe is trying to give you this. And a lot of things, when a lot of stuff is just like really going rapid in our lives, a lot of things are coming at us heavy. You when you're allowing yourself to be at peace and part ways with other things, then there's 100,000 different things that comes up right after that. And it can be very stressful, especially if you're dealing with a lot of stuff at one time. It's already hard probably dealing with one, and it's just like with everything that's going on, the pandemic, people dying left and right, and now all this stuff, you can't even, uh, you dealing with, if the police is like a 50-50 chance, somebody's going to do something, people coming at you, or, feeling like they don't have to respect you because your skin complexion, your nationality, your walk of life, or whatever. It's just like this world is going through all these different changes, but it's like it's going through a sweep. Everything is being presented on how it is, no matter how good it is, how bad is it. But it's that truth. If people have this certain thing where they like diversity, they like drama, they like chaos, they like toxic, you have to respect that, because they're showing you this is what they like. And you can either choose to deal with it, and it's like, yeah, I want to deal with you, even though I know you about to sit up here and corrupt my whole goddamn path. Or, you know what, I appreciate you showing me that you do this. It's just like, I don't need a friend in my life to say they're there for me, and then as soon as they come back to me, somebody saying something bad, and I'm just like, I used to always wonder, when I used to go through that, I never thought about, like, okay, why do they feel so comfortable talking bad about me to you? And when you supposed to be my friend, and or you can't never be friends with somebody who's friends with your enemy, because you never know. I had to cut people out of my life because of that. Enemy of my enemy is my friend. I'm dealing with that on outside sources because of my situation right now. You know, all these different things is where I only have me, even though I have y'all, having my back and stuff like that. But this is my journey. Whether or not whatever decisions, choices I make, I have to deal with the reflection of that repercussion of whatever I'm doing. Either it's gonna sink me, like what is it, like you sunk my battleship type situation, or this is going to soar. This is going to be, my rocket up out of here. This is going to be my shuttle. I'm about to go to the moon and come back and, have my own little flag there. Shoot, if I can, I'm going to go find me some space up there and, not come back, because it's just too much stuff going on right here. But it is just like, this is your time to shine. You're going through your season of change. I mean, you're well seasoned, like you've been marinating for a long time in some good sauce. Some good sauce, and it's just like you tenderized. It's just like you would like a pot roast or a steak or something like that. Well, I know a lot of people are vegan, so like some cauliflower or asparagus. I love asparagus, or cabbage. I love cabbage. Stuff like that where it's just perfect. It's just right. Like you don't need to add nothing to it. You ain't got to take nothing away. You can just present it how it is, and it's very attractive to look at. It's like one of those what is his name, Emerald Lagasse type situations, where you can present something and it looks so exquisite you don't even want to eat it. It's just something that's pretty. It's like, I need to take a picture of this. If you ever been somewhere and you seen something so pretty and it was so decorated and you're like, dang, it looks good, but it looks so pretty. I don't want to destroy it. I want to just keep it just like it is. But you can't go bad for a while. But you're going through all these different changes. You're making very positive choices. Even if you're not making positive choices, you're still learning from the choices you're making right now. And you're seeing, okay, well, since I went from this way, if I got mad and I start popping off at the mouth, you never know what happened because you're so angry about a certain situation. You just start lashing out. Then it's just like, okay, now see, with that situation, you got so mad, you start telling stuff that other person didn't know, whatever, whatever, whatever. But then if you get into a situation like this again, and you may be, in your feelings about a certain situation, or somebody bring up something, universe will bring something your way just to see how are you gonna, how are you gonna handle this, how are you gonna confront this, how are you gonna face this, how are you gonna engage with that. You're thinking strategy in your head before you respond to anything. Then you're allowing yourself to say, you know what, I was always that person, and start popping off and ask questions later when you have to strategize. Am I going to put my energy in this? Am I going to respond, or do I even have to respond at all? It's just like certain things like that. You're being very choicy on what you're engaging in. Just like I said in the last video, you're making positive choices in your life. There are some times, we're not going to make all the right choices, but as long as you learn from them choices that may not have took you down the right road, there's a lot of things when you start seeing how people are for you. It's just like, you want to be able to be happy to project something out. It's like, oh, I got this. You have to be able to see which one, who's in the room is not going to be sitting there clapping for you. There's always going to be somebody that is like, well, that should have been me, or that shouldn't have been them. They don't deserve that. Even though they may be, jackasses or something when they come to us, we can't never sit up here and judge somebody for that. I've done it because I feel like, people that's in my life that, did this and that and the third to me, they don't deserve any happiness. Well, I'm doing the same thing to them, because even though it's directed towards the person you hurt, it's just the fact is that person is showing you they're acting through emotions, they're acting through ego. If it's like emotions and it's negative and it's always toxic, they're talking through ego. They're still holding on to pain. And when people hold on to pain, they start trying to control other people. They want to go down a toxic path. And those, a lot of times, you have to be able to allow yourself to see what's going on. I had to learn, you can't tell nobody, especially or anybody that was around very close to me and physical, and there were some people and just virtual that I couldn't really say things to, because if I did, there are some people that would be happy for me. I'm not saying that all negative people, I mean, all the people I talk to are negative, because it's not it. But it was just like, even the people that are there for you can't really say everything, even though they may mean like good at heart for you. They may have your best interests at heart. But if they have something going on in their life, like, dad, I wish I could have this going on for me, just that energy right there will mess up your whole game. And it could be just something that small, because that energy, it's not like we all compare our lives to somebody else, because some people do. They compare like, oh, I should have had that, or oh, they had to do this to get that, or whatever. But it's just like everybody has their season. Everybody has that door that opens for us. Not everybody's gonna have it at the same time. And a lot of times when you got so much stuff going on and you're seeing people get blessings left and right around you, that is like telling you that your stuff is on its way. When you see other people, getting blessings and stuff like that, you have to say, congratulations, even though it may hurt you because you're going through stuff and you're like, dang, I really want my stuff right now. And they always say it's good for you to be happy for that person. You're supposed to congratulate them, because that's just like when you see somebody else get a blessing, it's like you're getting a blessing. It's like you don't want to rob nobody of their blessings because you wouldn't want that done to you. So a lot of times, before it's like, you connecting the dots on what you're trying to bring out, you have to allow yourself to, you have to be able to, keep that to yourself a lot of times. So it's just like a lot of things that has taken place in your life has really taught you a lot of things. And for that, you're becoming in your season. Blessings, you're seeing little blessings now. And then when you're allowing yourself to tell the universe, tell your guides, tell your archangels, thank you. I'm grateful, even for the little stuff. I'm saying I'm really grateful, because when they see that you're using that attitude of gratitude, it's like, hey, Sarah's really, you know, really appreciating the things that we're giving her right now. Let's go ahead and give her something else that she wasn't even expecting. And it could be somebody that's coming in, you wondering something, and then bow, somebody end up giving you a confirmation about something. You were just talking about either earlier that day or 2 days ago. Like, dang, I wonder if I'm doing the right thing. And bow. Those are how synchronicities comes to you. Or when you can be really going through some down in the dumps type stuff and you're stressed out, because it's like, especially right now, there's a lot of people without jobs right now. There are some people that are actually blessed and then getting unemployment. There are some people that are probably still waiting for their stimulus check to come in, or they had the stimulus check that came in and then, you know they're still worrying about money because they haven't gone back to their jobs. And there's some people that are going to their jobs, but they're terrified of even coming there because, there's some people. I know I heard a girl like a few days ago. She has a baby that is not, she just came off of maternity leave, and I know that has to be scary because especially if you're a first time mom, it's like with a pandemic and all those things. But I don't know why I keep on getting these visions. And I forgot to say that in the video the other day. All the children that are being born during this pandemic, those babies are going to be like little golden children, because I don't know what's going on with them, but it's just like when I see the babies, I see like these bright lights around these babies. Like they're going to hold a very big, like they're going to hold a mascot of significance of something very extraordinary. Like it's like with them and any of the children that have autism, any level of autism is going to flip the script, but it's going to be something that's very powerful, very strong. Like if it's I don't know how many levels they got because I never had to deal with that, but I have a few friends that I've stayed in connection with that have children with autism, and I know there's a lot of levels from what I was told. And there's changing. You'll be, because some people, they have the ones that their train of thought. Because a lot of times I was just like, I know there's some that their brain capacity is just the way we get downloads. Theirs is like, sometimes theirs is like roller coasters, they come all over the place. Ours is like, like a circle, or it goes up and down, it goes across. Well, it's all in sequence. But autism, no, it's all over the place. So when it's like their brain capacity to come out their mouth, they're gonna get frustrated at times. And some of them, if they have I think there's Asperger's or something like that, when they're very, 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 very smart. Because I always felt like any child with autism, they're already smart anyway. Those is like the universe gift to win, gift to families, because it's like when you're empath and they're empath, they're like your empathic alarm. They'll know stuff before you already know there's a shift coming, but they're going to give you that confirmation. They'll say something to you. I always tell people, if you have empathic children, speak to them through telepathy, and just see, like, if you can just say, hey, in your head, and just see if they're going to turn around. You can be able to speak to them, because there's a lot of times like you could be in front of mixed company and don't know who's because sometimes a lot of us as empaths, we get around those dark empaths and you really don't know what's going on, or they try to, hey, let us hang out with some. No, don't. No. They be trying to take advantage of people's children when it's like that, when they feel like a lot of people have a negative, not saying all, but some people have a negative view when it comes to children with autism. They're like, oh, the special needs. No, that's extraordinary. That's nothing. That's a blessing. Even though there may be some that are not vocal, or they're very, their level is very high. There is like a big, massive shift when it comes to them, because it's like with ours, and ours is probably like a 20. 20, 50. Theirs is like 1,000. Theirs is going to go up like 3 or 4 times when ours can probably go up to 2 or 3 octaves. It's going to go up like triple time for them. So it was just like a lot of times, when I've had visions like that, and I'm like, I connect with someone. I'm like, hey, I remember you told me you had a child with, with I don't even want to call them special needs because I don't feel like they have special needs. Even though I didn't have to deal with that, but I always felt like that's a blessing. And kind of, they hold God's secrets, they hold universe secrets. They know a lot of things that we may not know. So they put them in, different families to where they can probably be able to, you probably be able to learn something off of them as they're learning off of you. So that's like a double blessing. But it's just like when I had those visions, and I was, I connected with somebody who was like, hey, that one person I knew had twins that were autistic. And I was like, hey, did the boys, have a major shift over the weekend? She was like, is there something I need to be worried about? Because yes, they did. They're not acting like they usually do. Because I know there are some that are very hyperactive. I know there are some that are, that you can give a book to, and next, read it frontwards, backwards, and probably in a different language. They're going through a very high capacity of shift where they're not going to be doing like they're doing the things they always do, but it's like you'll know the difference, because it's like I said before, I don't know physically of having a child with autism. I give kudos to any families that they have to deal with that, because I know a lot of times that can be, it can be a lot. I'm not saying it's like stressful or anything like that because I don't know. But I know a lot of people that is just like when you have to keep them busy like that with me, shoot, I probably would have been nuts already because it's like my energy is like very low right now. I don't have energy to be running around like, Mom, let's go do this. I'm like, please, can you bless me with some of your energy? Because I would really love that right now. But, everybody's going through a major change. We're all going through different changes. And it's just like, if you're seeing things and that, because I don't know why, but it's just like I know there's like 4 or 5 people I've connected with, and they're just now finding out like they knew something was different about their children, but they just now knowing that one or two of them are like autistic, and some of them still going through those different, I guess it's like tests, whatever they do, test levels or whatever. But yeah, they're gonna be telling you some things. They were like, wait a minute, what? You knew this already? So that's just like an extra blessing in your life that they're gonna be telling you a lot of things, and it's like going to be preparing you. And it's just like when the more you can be able to be telepathically vocal. I don't know if that's like a word, but I'm gonna make it up anyway. When you're able to speak through their mind, y'all can be able to have a deeper understanding, and it will bring y'all in a closer connection. You like, even though you may be close, that's gonna bring you extra close. So I hope you were able to resonate. I hope nobody didn't take that the wrong way, because I'm not trying to disrespect anybody's child or the parents or whatever like that. It's just like when I get these visions, I try to make sure I say it, but I'm trying to make sure that nobody takes offense of the things I'm saying, because I'm not trying to say it to be negative. So I'm not saying that, but I know some people come on here on YouTube and they be trying to sit up here and badmouth talk you, saying, oh, you try to say something. So I'm just trying to, making myself clear. But okay, that's the end of my video. I'm gonna go ahead and give a post notification shout out to Brianna Gann, Hodgepodge, Angel Zavella, and Yoga for Me, Sordia. Much love to you, and Goddess of the Universe, much love to you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. It's so good to have you. Drop me a line, subscribe, share. Um, Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the notification bell, so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. If you need to get in touch with me privately, you can always find me at Facebook Messenger. Just send me a short text. Know you're from here, you connect with me through the Heyoka or our YouTube channel, and just let me know your inquiries about, your spiritual path, the knowledge you need or what information you need, whatever. And I'll try my best to help you out the best way I can. If I can't physically help you, I always try to make sure I can give you some information that'll give you a deeper understanding about your path as well as your purpose. And whatever we speak on is confidential, so I'll help you out as best way as I can. Um, Like I said, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, give me a thumbs up, tell somebody about the channel, share it on social media as well. You know, you never know, somebody might, find something interesting. And I hope and pray everything that you're trying to manifest comes 100,000 times more than what you expected, pray for, ask for, and it comes sooner than you expected as well. And through social media, make sure you're giving out love, light, positivity, prosperity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know. All those things can really take somebody a long way. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray for your peace and uplift. And I will see y'all in my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be wild.